No, that's
Okay.
pretty good. Um, so I think it's probably um, maybe Judge D Red
What have you
is
foreseen?
appropriate. Um,
You know
maybe
what? I
like
don't actually care. We'll figure that out. I want to know how you've foreseen it. Boom. Weren't expecting that question, were you? Was it you
um,
were smoking the pipe weed, or did you make a deal with a demon? Tell me how you foresaw this shit. That's right.
yeah. I think I like went through this whole rigmarole to like get a vision of the future, and someone, it was like you can go up this, climb this waterfall, and if you climb while submerged the whole time, you can reach this area, and you
If
get
you
there and you get a
climb while
vision of the
submerged the
future.
entire time, you can reach this area.
Yeah. And so I like went through the whole rigmarole to get up there and thought I was
It,
going to have some epic vision. And then I did, but I just had no idea what it was going to be about. But it was I think it was like Judge D Red, maybe like raising a flag or something,
excellent.
like over like a keep.
All right. Next Bond.
Next bound. Someone is keeping an important secret from me. Uh, hmm. Probably Eladamri, the
Okay.
quieter character.
Well,
Quiet?
that begs the
Oh.
question: how do you know Ella Domre, and what secret is it that they are keeping from you? You guys can kind of answer that one together.
Um, let's see here. A secret.
I know who stole your robe, and I'm not telling you because used it for something that I consider a good use of it, but I know you wouldn't approve. And I thought it was really
Okay.
magical too. I didn't know. I know nothing about magic. That's been established. And he like convinced me. I will need this magical robe to free my village from a curse. It is. I stole it from the wizard Peronin, who you know. Please don't tell him.
Okay, and it's a bit of a weird bond that you're keeping an important secret from me. It's really important to me, but maybe we just leave it like like that, and I just have no idea that he knows
Yeah,
this. Uh,
or we could have something better. That's just the first thing that popped into my mind.
important secret.
Because I didn't know that much about your character.
What do you
Well,
think, Arthur?
That sounds good
And
to me.
yeah, okay. Just wondering if you had any like awesome ideas popping up.
No,
What's the
actually,
third
I
one?
was like trying to figure out why.
It's a hard one.
No, I was trying to figure out why episode 4 of my Dragon Age Inquisitions playthrough only has 2 views, but every other video has like 11 views. So I'm wondering what is it about episode 4 that no one will watch?
It's number 4. Unlucky number 4.
Just fucking confusing.
Okay.
Sorry, that's where my head was. But yes, yes. That would also preclude that Eladamre has probably met Terrigan Flynn in the past, but probably doesn't recognize him in some way. And remember, Terrigan Flynn is the guy you're looking for.
yeah.
Probably met him when he was younger.
He's a half elf. He's been around for a while.
Yeah, about 60 years. All right. Not to
uh,
keep you on the spot here, Virgil, but your third
Frederick
bond?
William Mayfield is woefully misinformed about the world. I will teach them all I can.
Of course
That's
he is.
that's supremely appropriate.
What is it you think he's misinformed about?
He thinks that he is a good bard. No. Um, just quit. Quit while you're ahead, Sonny. Uh, no, he Let's see. I wish I knew some more about what he believed. Um,
That Judge D. Red is a good person.
Yeah, he does fanboy over Judge
maybe,
D. Red.
maybe. I think that he should be writing his own tales, and he is the hero.
All right, excellent. Let's see here. I think Eladamre and Red both need to perform a bond with Peronin.
Is it possible to get rid of a bond and replace it with a new one without
Yes.
resolving?
Yes.
Then I would also like to.
All right. Well, let's talk about bonds we can throw to Peronin.
I have one ready.
Okay.
I want to make up for lying to him about what happened and help him get back on his feet.
Okay.
Because when I meet him, it's like he's got a couple of dead rats and looks like shit, and I'm like, oh shit, man, I screwed up. I feel really
Yo,
bad.
someone stole something from this guy. I'm wearing my
Yeah.
shitty robes.
All right. Cool. That sounds like a pretty reasonable one.
Ironically, Thor, I was thinking very similarly. Possible bond was when we see this poor, disheveled man roaming the streets of Taldor, being a good, kind, good as in alignment, good, kind, noble that I am. Peronin is deserving of my charity, and I should give it to him.
Sounds good.
All right. Red?
I think Peronin is a brave soul, and I have much to learn from him. Even in his old age, he is a good person, and I hope to have as much wherewithal at that age to continue my quest.
Yeah, you know when you see like a 65-year-old dude like jogging on the side of the road when you're like driving and you're like, damn, dude, that guy's still just a machine. That's like Peronin, you know, he's in good shape because he like travels all the time. So you're like probably like, dude, yeah, I don't skip leg day. So you're like, yeah, that's how to do it. That's how you grow old.
Yeah.
Never skip leg day.
Never skip leg day.
All right. Well, I think we come into the scene of the morning after this group has rested. They get their free breakfast meal because Mobby's in the tavern in the morning singing a song about a young, rebellious elven girl who's a rogue and a thief who tempts fate. you, you okay, Michael?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Remind you of someone you know, or
It's the Dragon Age character.
Yeah, of course. It's the song Sarah was never.
Right.
I've been making Inquisitions references in every show since I started playing. Skulls and Shackles. I had Barrick show up to sell his book.
That's amazing.
Bard at Hightown.
He is the most. Never mind. I'm not going to derail this.
Yep, let's not derail it. I'm glad someone caught the reference, though. Yeah, so that's what Mobby's singing about. And remember, Mobby's like slow speaker and very large, and he's like he's reciting it as if it was like grave poetry for a dead person. And everyone's like, this is such a cool reinterpretation. It's like a bar full of hipsters. Man, this is such a cool reinterpretation of that song. I feel like I need to get my kazoo out. And someone else is like, this organically processed coffee is amazing. I can't believe they hauled it all the way off from on the backs of non-HMO fed horses all the way from Gurundi. I don't know. There's lots of hipster talk in Pathfinder
talk,
terms.
yeah.
Everyone's talking about how everything's been druidly sourced. There we go. And in the tavern is a very scruffy-looking wizard, who most of you recognize as the wizard Peronin, who perhaps you've had some run-ins with in the past. I think maybe he's like got a plate of like eggs and meat in front of him, and he's got like a dead rat sitting next to him. He's trying to figure out which one to eat and which one to like put in a bag.
Yeah. So I'm like testing like the bounciness of like the pieces. Like, this looks like it'll keep for a while. So I like scrape the like scrambled eggs into like a little pouch and like put it on my belt and start eating my rat.
Ooh. Been a while since I saw that guy. He's looks like he's been through a bit.
I'm like just getting through some tail.
Kale.
Hi, it looks as spry as ever.
More kale. So this poor guy is eating a rat and scooping up his breakfast. So this will be straightforward.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go buy him another round of breakfast.
Okay. So when you go to buy another round of breakfast, the barkeep's like, "Aye, that'll be 2 coin."
Of course.
I'm like, oh
That,
really?
that gentleman over there is eating a rat. I can't have that.
He's
This
like,
is
"What?
Taldo.
You what, mate?"
Nothing. I like stuff the rat back in my robe. Oh, I was just yes, a young man buy me breakfast. Sounds lovely. I'm like, do I know you, boy?
No, but I can't have you eating a rat. As I twirl my mustache slightly.
You're not a singer, are you?
I am, in fact, a better singer than that man over there, and I indicate Mobby.
I say, oh yes, I believe maybe in my travels I saw you perform, but I don't know, Mobby over there is really putting it down today.
Are you sure it was me and not my father? Frederick William Mayfield the 13th.
Ah, could very well be. Maybe this is something I've never seen before. Perhaps you jump in with a little duet.
So, I will wander over with my damaged lute next to Mobby. Or my mandolin, excuse me. I don't have a lute.
Mandolin.
And he's still playing somber, sad tunes.
I think right now he's like singing a song about taking on me.
Take me on.
It's like,
Yeah.
take on me.
Yeah, he's definitely singing it in like a symphonic metal version of it, accompanying himself with a string guitar.
I will jump in and I will sing the high version of the song.
Yeah, the crowd is going wild. Everyone's like,
Yeah,
holy
I'm like,
shit.
I'm like
This is
clapping
the
and
greatest
stomping
thing
my
I've
feet.
ever heard.
Yeah, I clap and stomp my feet, but neither one are in rhythm to the music.
Of course not.
Well, jumping in to use that opportunity. It's not every day you get such wonderful musical performances, is it, barkeep? Wouldn't you be happy?
Like,
Wouldn't you be happy if we stayed another night?
he's like, I'd be happy if you stayed 7 nights.
Well, I'm sure we could do that sometime later on when we can afford it, but for the time being, I mean, you get money for another night, and you get this incredible entertainment duo. It's a good deal.
He rubs his chin and says, well, I do like entertainment.
Like,
So it
with
sounds
this
like you're
duo
trying
here,
to-
I'll drink all night.
It sounds like you're trying to parlay with him.
And it
You
sounds
have
I
like,
leverage, the leverage
suppose.
being keeping the minstrel in the room.
yeah,
I
and
suppose I am.
I suppose I'm aiding by claiming that I'll drink all night if both of them are playing.
Sure.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your bonds with
+1.
Ladamri.
Hey, I get an 8.
And I don't help. Oh
Actually,
no, wait, I do
9.
help a little bit. But yeah.
Yeah, so I think that at that point, the old man, like, backhands you across the face, Peronin. You take 1 damage.
Ouch.
He's
I'm like,
just
Jesus Christ, boy!
The barkeep's like, you aren't drinking anymore until you pay for the drinks you've already owed.
He's a pirate.
Red's gonna step in and be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm sure he's fine. Just an old man."
He says,
I
I'm bringing him out a new breakfast, but I saw him put my damn scrambled eggs in his pack while he's eating a rat in my establishment. You know how that looks to the locals here. Like I'm feeding a man a rat.
That's why we bought him a second breakfast.
He's like, well, he can put the rat away then. And he's like rubbing his fist where he punched you.
I just like
He
sweep it
happens
off.
to like rats.
Yeah, sweep it off the bar.
We'll have the consideration to know that most people don't like seeing rats while they're being, consuming food and drink.
Rats
are
are
a
a
good
good source of protein and
If you want to eat rats, you go outside of my establishment.
I lean in and like, I know this gentleman. He's a little bit old. Don't worry. We'll take care of the bill.
This is fine. You've made your point.
I like pick one little piece of rat meat off before I like finish tucking it back.
Yeah.
Everybody judges me.
I'll let you stay for one more night. But I'm not needing to see your coin up front, and you're paying now rather than tonight.
Sure.
Okay. So if you're including Peronin in your party, it's going to cost you 10 gold for the night.
I'm willing to do that so
Okay.
we can
What's
get
the,
some proper rest.
What was it? It's just per person
Yes.
price?
Yep.
10 per person?
No, 10 total for the 5 of
10.
you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, while they're talking about this, I'm like, oh, my back sure could use a night in a bed. Sick of sleeping on roots and rocks every night.
I walk over. Don't worry, Peronin. I give him 10 gold and like remember me?
Like,
So Eladamri. It's been
yes.
what 30 years?
It must have been at least 30 years. You look as fit as a fiddle. How have you been?
Well, it's an interesting story. Maybe we should sit down and talk about what's been going on these past 30 years. My, how they've flown by. You know, it's.
Listen to
Trouble.
this
Yes.
elven asshole.
Yes, and these are your friends, yeah?
Why, yes, we're actually on a quest. So
And
to
then
speak.
I look over at Judge D Red for kind of like the first time, and I just kind of stop. I'm like,
Yeah, he's.
oh, what was that? Yes, traveling. Well, I've been traveling alone for some time now. It's not very safe on the road, and I've been looking for work as well. You on the payroll right now, huh?
On the
Well,
payroll.
well, not really, but we are getting compensated for a little mission.
And we're on a quest to do good.
Yes, we are on a quest to do good, as well. It involves money and doing good.
I look at Mobby as I say that very poignantly.
Yeah, I like nod, impressive. Oh, it's very, very good of you,
There's-
See, Mobby? See?
Yeah.
The old man says we're doing good by doing good.
Yeah.
Yes, and I
So
agree.
Mommy's like, shut up, we need to continue the performance. He goes into a guitar solo.
Like, that's a really nice axe.
Indeed, Mobby is quite proficient with it. Yeah. So
Well, I'm quite proficient, as you've probably heard. I haven't lost any of my magic touch.
no, that's good. It's good. I was worried when your robe got stolen, but
Yeah, I know. I'm still after these bastards. I know one of these days I'll catch up with them. And I went through all this trouble to see if I could get any knowledge about them, and all I got was weird visions. And then I just kind of glance over at Judge Dredd.
Something wrong.
No, nothing. You look familiar. I don't think we've met though.
Oh, I've heard a tale or two about you.
Yes, and all good. I hope. Yes. I mean,
So far.
the bad ones. I mean, they were told from the wrong perspective. I'm sure.
I mean, if I weren't told good things, then I'd have to throw you in jail or behead you.
I'm like, hey. Huh? Oh, well. Like,
Ah,
my
yes.
hands are clean, boy.
That's a bit of a weird one. Anyhow, see, funny story actually. It may be that we are looking for the gentleman that stole from you all years ago, your apprentice.
No. You mean
Yeah,
old Flynn?
old Flynn. Yeah, he seems to be up to something. We were hired by a group of old adventurers to track down their old adventuring companions, Target Flint being one of them. And it seems, well, after leaving your apprenticeship, he turned to some darker arts.
My
We
eyes like
found
narrow.
we found The Walking Dead and very, very bad things when we went to his house.
He
I
seems to have become an alchemist.
I like stroke my bare
The
chin,
barkeep
and then I
literally
get depressed about that.
drops the glass he's cleaning. He's like, an alchemist.
Dun dun dun.
I'm like, oh, well, and he's a dirty thief as well. And I turn to Red, and I'm like, he stole my prized possession. Shouldn't stand for it. A man should get his belongings back. I don't think I would stop for anything till I get what's rightfully mine.
Dread will like stroke the pommel of his sword and be like, he'll get what's coming to him.
I want to point out this is a man who's been searching for his robe for 30 years.
Yeah,
He really
It's
loves
really
that
nice.
robe.
It's super comfy. I'm like, look at this trash. It's like a goddamn hay bag or something. It's not
That's
fit
not-
for a horse blanket.
Yeah, I don't needn't worry about that. One of their friends is here in town, and we just wanted to planning on staying here, just resting up because, well, we've had a bit of a rough time, but things are looking up. We've got some promising leads. One of their companions is in this town. We're just going to check up on her, just make sure everything's okay, and then we're going to try and find this old couple who seem to have been tricked by Flynn, but they're on the other side of the forest. It's a 3-day journey, but I am fairly certain we will be well compensated and be doing a great deed.
Very
If
well.
you're
This
interested.
sounds exactly up my alley. I mean, a couple of birds with one stone. If I could get my patty paws on my precious robe again and put a few coin in my pocket, I'd love to come along.
Excellent. We could
We
use.
have been short one man in our traveling company.
Yeah.
I think we should invite him along. We get him. We can't leave you here eating rats in inns. I mean, that's
Right? I mean, it's not half as bad as everyone thinks. No one's tried it. It's fucking ridiculous.
yes, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm sure. Well, one day we'll probably try it, but
Yeah, I like finish up my eggs greedily.
until that day comes, though, let's see if we can't get you something more nutritious.
Yeah, these are delicious.
Good. I'm sure the barkeep will continue to provide us with some great meals while we're here. With great entertainment, great meals, great company. What more could a man ask for?
Women,
Don't.
wine. He's just the
Starts listing things.
barkeep just starts
He's like,
listing things off.
Halfling's leaf.
Giant pile of money. My own horse.
He just starts listing the items from the book.
Like, well, nobody's stopping you from having a ladies' night or something. I don't know.
Ladies' night's a good idea. $2 beers for the ladies.
He's like, what is this ladies' night you speak of?
I have no idea. I just sort of I don't know.
Like, here's what you do, Sonny. You put up posters all over town saying, ladies, get one drink free on Tuesdays, which is a slow day, but not for long. Once you get the drunk ladies in here, then it's a party.
I have to
Oh.
do a cost-benefit analysis on drunk ladies getting free first drink versus the number of customers I could pull in. Interesting. Wonder if I could cut some sort of exclusive deal with the priestesshood of Calistria. Maybe have a men's day as well. Yes. Draw the sober ladies in here, yeah.
Like now you're thinking?
Yeah.
You
Business
have some fine
opportunities.
gentlemen at the local Calistrian house. I think there's one they call the Stallion.
Ah. Dear.
Yeah. On to slightly more relevant topics at the moment. I'm glad to meet you again. It's like I said, it doesn't feel like long, but yeah, time does fly.
Yes, flies faster and faster, you'll find.
Really? You seem pretty spry for an old guy.
I never skip leg day.
Ah. Is that the secret?
Oh yes, never skip the leg day, and you'll be, spry as a spring chicken.
Oh. Note to self: stop skipping leg day.
Good man. Thank you, Peronin. We've been working on getting him in better shape for this journey.
Oh, he looks like a warrior to me.
Yes, I am a great warrior indeed. A great warrior, I say. Never skip leg day.
Yeah, I finished the last of my breakfast, and I'm like, well, is it ballads and food all day, or you boys got plans?
Yeah, so
Speaking of
when you
ballads-
talk about ballads, Mabby switches to... It used to be, like, normally it's played as a slow song, but he's playing it as, like, a jaunty tune that he dances to. And it's a story about cats and raining in empty halls. Kind of confusing. It seems like there's a lot of double talk.
This guy sounds great. Can I, like, make requests? I'm like, can you do a reggae version of a Sade song for me?
This is like... I don't know what reggae is.
Oh, I'll have to jam out with you sometime. Show you what's up.
He looks over, he's like, what is your preferred instrument?
Oh, I can handle that axe. Let me tell you, boy.
You're not touching my instrument.
I go, okay, I know how it is. Don't want anyone rubbing up on the shaft of your axe there.
So he turns toward
Love.
Frederick William Mayfield the 14th and says, will we truly have this man joining us for our travels? He's disrespectful, and perhaps too elderly to survive the trip.
Look at him, Abby. He never skips leg day.
I mean, he's just like, my legs are thicker than his entire body.
Yes.
Can I... Let's see. I would like to...
Bust a move.
Yeah, no, I think I want to, like, try to show him, like, a feat of strength.
Oh, boy.
As an old man, I'm, like, very proud. I mean, I'm not very strong. But I'm very proud of that I'm not super weak. And people are always calling me a weak old man. And it's like a Marty McFly type situation at this point. So I think I'm just going to try to, like, RKO him out of nowhere.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm like, oh, really, boy?
Yeah.
Boom. RKO out of nowhere.
I think the bartender is like drops another glass he's cleaning and he's like, out of nowhere!
Awesome. That went so well.
Man looks like a snake when he moves.
Impressive.
Yeah, so Mabby is like horrified. He's like, I will not travel with this man, or I will not travel with this man who would sneak attack upon me while I'm playing my instrument.
Like, oh, you're just embarrassed that the old man can take you.
Yes, I'm leaving this party now.
Oh, Mabby. Come on. We've got a